Tim, thank you. Well, Sandy continues to lash out on the East Coast. The deadly superstorm leaves a trail of devastation across the Northeast. Electrical fires, extreme flooding, widespread power outages, and it is far from over.
We begin with breaking news this morning. A UPS cargo plane crashes in Alabama, and now the search is on for the 2 people on board.
The Airbus plane crashed on approach to the Birmingham airport around 4 this morning, our time. Jeff Van Sant, following the latest developments from the newsroom. It is a shocking crime rocking a local community this morning. Kent police arrest a 14-year-old for sexually assaulting an 8-year-old girl.
Just awful. Detectives say the young girl seriously hurt and is right now at Harborview recovering. Tommy Oswinski live in Kent with more on this.
Despite the political infighting, open enrollment for Affordable Care Act starts today. Millions of uninsured Americans can now sign up.
A shoreline man in critical condition this morning after a fire erupts at his home. Neighbors describe hearing a loud explosion.
There was a big bang and it blew out 2 or 3 of the windows, and then you could hear that like with a big fire. Whoop!
Brian, that contract is a part of a major local transportation proposal being discussed at a special session today in Olympia. And Boeing isn't the only one watching this very closely. So is King County Metro, because it could help avoid some major cuts there. Temporary funding for Metro expires next June. 74 routes would be dropped and 107 routes would be changed.
Local drivers are in for some long traffic delays over the weekend. The last construction closures of summer. Plus Sounders and Seahawks home games mean a busy weekend out on the roads.
New from overnight now, a wanted criminal considered armed and dangerous is now in custody after a standoff with police. So Tacoma police and SWAT teams surrounded a home on South 35th Street just after 7 last night. Nearly 4 hours later, authorities moved in. Yeah, just like that. Neighboring streets were closed off. Neighbors told to stay inside.
We use a number of different ploys. We use diversionary distraction devices, and then we use some pepper spray.
Pot, now legal in our state. Smokers are still celebrating this morning.
Hundreds marked the historic occasion by lighting up in front of the Space Needle. And there it was at the stroke of midnight. A purple haze filled the air. Hundreds of people fired up to celebrate.
What a game. The 12th man still celebrating after last night's huge win against the 49ers.
We saw everything from that huge lightning storm with the delay, a world record for the sound, of course, and a dominating performance against a heated rival. To CenturyLink we go for the highlights. Former Hawks running back Sean Alexander raising the 12th man flag before the game. Great sight for the 12th man. The game was delayed for an hour as the fierce lightning storm rolled through. And when they resumed, the Hawks defense kicked into high gear. The Niners are called for a holding penalty in the end zone, which is a safety. And Seahawks get on the board early with 2 points. They would get a field goal and take a 5-0 lead into halftime, moving on to the second half, and the route is on. Beast mode finds a hole, rumbles in for the touchdown, 12-0 Hawks. Fourth quarter, and Marshawn Lynch isn't done yet. Russell Wilson finds him wide open, and he literally walks into the end zone. 19-3 Seattle at this point. Later in the fourth, San Francisco trying to make a comeback, but quarterback Colin Kaepernick is picked off by Richard Sherman. One of 3 picks on the day for the Hawks. Seattle cruises 29-3. Hawks now 2-0 in the season, in the driver's seat so far, and we'll have much more from the Hawks coming up later in the show.
Brought to you by Nissan. Innovation that excites.
All right, time for the whip. A look at the weird, wacky, and wonderful in the world of sports. And check out this amazing video out of Germany. This kid is showing off some incredible footwork with the soccer ball. The ball never touches the ground. The Sounders need to sign this guy up. This kid has some serious skills. College basketball, Florida College taking on Warner University. The Falcons get the steal, the outlet pass, the layup, no, but Anthony Allen finishes this play with a rim rattler, breaks the rim with the monster jam, and the crowd goes wild. The Falcons would go on to win the game after they got a new rim. But that guy making a statement right there for sure. College football, Ohio, Buffalo quarterback Tyler Tettleton in trouble. Scrambles, has to throw the ball away. The refs call intentional grounding in the end zone. That's a safety. This is the worst call I've ever seen in my life. The replay shows he was about at the 5 when he threw the ball away. He was nowhere near the end zone. What? They can't replay it, so Ohio just got robbed.
worked. I can't believe it worked either. That's one of the weirdest plays I've ever seen. So the quarterback catches everybody sleeping. He says, there's something wrong with the ball. There's something wrong with the ball. And then off he goes. Well played,
Brought to
young
you by
man.
Nissan, innovation that excites.